What if you did it? What if you actually did it? How do you think you'd feel? I mean, just for a minute, think about what would your life look like? How would it change your relationships? How would it change your finances? Just imagine that you actually do it. Would you get up every single day and do something you don't want to do in order to make that vision a reality? Stop making excuses. Stop talking about what you're going to do. Stop wishing for more. Go and take it.
What if? And I always say to people, they always go, well, what if it doesn't work? What if it does? See, that's how broke people think. That's how I was raised. Be careful. What if it doesn't work, Sean? And I was always like, but what if it does?
You know you could be the one if you really wanted to, right? But see, you keep playing a what if game. What if it don't work out this? What if it don't work out that? What if it do? What if it do work out? Then what? You gonna be happy, right? You can't say you want to win, but then you scared to lose. What kind of sense does that make? If you put your head down and lock in on the vision, how could you not win? Only thing that's gonna cause you to lose is your mentality.
Life is going to work out perfectly for you. All the right things are going to happen to you. All the right people are going to enter your life, and all the wrong people are going to leave. You're going to have a beautiful home. You're going to have a great career. You're going to be recognized as a hugely successful person. Your life is going to work out perfectly.
What if? A lot of times I'll be in a 200-mile run or something like that, and I'm all jacked up. Body's broken, mind's broken, spirit's broken. I started to say, what if I can pull this off? When I first walked into the Navy SEAL recruiter's office, he looked at me and said, there's only been 35 African Americans in 70 years make it through. You know what I said to myself? What if I can be the 36th? It's the what if I can pull off a fucking miracle. What if I can become someone that no one thinks I can be?
What if? What if you can pull off the impossible? What if you can create a life you can't wait to wake up to? What if you can inspire a generation to be the best they can be? What if you would be the one that takes control?
My heart is at ease, knowing what was meant for me will never miss me, and that which misses me was never meant for me. What missed you was never for you, and what is for you will never miss you.
It will work out. I will make sure of it. You'll see. You'll see. You see, you take things in your own hands and you push against it and you push against it until it's upright. And you stick to the plan.
Have faith that everything will work out. Not because it's easy, not because it's guaranteed, but because you're showing up. You're putting in the work, you're not quitting, and you're fucking strong. You need to realize that everything you want is coming. Keep your head down, stay disciplined, and watch it all roll in, mother truckers. Let's go.
What's the best advice you've ever received?
What if it can turn out better than you can imagine?
Expect big things. Think big. Think big. You can do it. You can do it. Why can't I do it? Take a little bit of piece at a time, have daily goals, monthly goals, but you can make it happen. It can happen. What's impossible in your life, go after that. Have that. Go after what's impossible.
What's your life gonna look like if you don't do it? What's your life gonna look like if you don't fucking go out and build what the you want to build? That you have this little vision in your heart and in your mind of what your life should be like. And what are you going to feel like if you don't go do that? What are you going to feel like in a year, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years? When you die, what are you going to be saying? Because I can promise you, bro, that dream ain't going away. That dream was placed in your heart and in your mind by God. It is your purpose, and you are obligated to go build it.
Do it sad, do it angry, do it heartbroken, do it miserable, do it excited, do it energized, do it happy, do it tired, do it confident, do it discouraged. Do it anyway.
Don't bother telling the world you are ready. Show it. Do it. Ever tried, ever failed, no matter. Try again, fail better. The world is yours.
Failure gives you two choices. You stay down or you get up. Well, I'm up and I am fired up because I have figured it out.
Why can't you change your thinking? Everybody else does.
Because I'm a fighter. That's the way I'm made, Adrian. We can't change what we are.
Well, Stephen, I didn't beat him to impress you. I beat him because that's what I do. I don't follow orders. I don't bend a knee. I win.
We did not come this far to just break down and lose now. I'm a winner. I'm going to win.
If you quit, it's really easy to predict your future. But if you don't quit, if you go for it with no proof, you can't quantify it. People are going to call you crazy. Your friends are going to look at you sideways. But
you'll have the opportunity to play in the game and stop sitting on the sidelines. And you might fail for a while, and you might have to pay your success tax, and you might have to go through 7 failures, 9 failures, 12 failures. You might be sleepless at night wondering why the heck you're doing it. But on the other side of that, you get to see who you're meant to be, who God designed you to be, and tap into your full potential, and there's nothing better.
Until you win, effort always goes unnoticed. Get used to it. No one roots for you until everyone roots for you. That's just how it works.
There's no losing, only learning. There's no failure, only opportunities. And there's no problems, only solutions. So to me, what failure is the mother of all success. All it's gonna do is lead you in the right direction. See, if you're always winning, then you don't really understand what it is to win. You gotta take those losses, you gotta take those hits. There's gotta be the valleys, the peaks, the ups, the downs.
It's the belief that supremacy exists. There's so many examples in the Olympics, and every day we see the common man with the odds against them, overcoming what people thought could never happen. And probably he didn't even think it. But there he stands victorious and a role model to all of us. Like, oh my God, we want to be him. But before he was him, he was us. What got him there was an undying belief. And every drop of sweat that came out, and every pain and ache and everything else was just a telltale sign that he's getting closer and closer to that dream that we were when we were kids of being a reality.
Believe in yourself. Don't fear failure. Dream big. Work hard. Stay positive. Enjoy the journey.
So never give up. Without commitment, you'll never start. But more importantly, without consistency, you'll never finish. Keep working, keep striving, never give up, fall down 7 times, get up 8. Ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship.
Now, am I gonna say you're gonna become a millionaire in the next 3 months, bro? Probably not. You'll probably even lose money. You'll probably fail more in these 3 months than you have in your entire life, because now you're actually going and trying these things. And in you doing that, you're gonna fucking fail. You're gonna fall. And in that process of you falling and getting back up, that's where you're gonna learn. That's where you're gonna build the character. And that's what will eventually lead to you becoming the type of person in order to make everything succeed. I'm here to tell you, if you just fucking locked in for the next 3 months, bro, you could change your life.
You have to have no fear. You have to believe in who you are and what you do, and just go fucking get it.
I don't quit. You know, I may not make it the first time, but I'll come back. I gotta call an audible. I gotta fucking get my head back in the game. I gotta figure this shit out. It doesn't mean you leave. It means you study it more.
If you work for it, if you're willing to put in that sweat, that blood, and those tears, you can have what you want, be what you want, do what you want, keep going till you see it. Don't quit, don't give up, don't give in. You hang in there, because if you quit right now, you ain't gonna never see it.
Not trying is failure. When you're able to go out there, there is no failure. It's attempts. Because when you're trying to do something that's bigger than you, whatever you are, that's how your mindset needs to go into everything. So I don't look at it as failure is a big word like that gets people down. We give so much power to words. I don't. I take the power right away. I didn't fail shit.
Start moving. It's not going to be a perfect plan, but take action. Action that moves you in a positive direction. And if it ends up being the wrong direction, that's fine. At least you've learned where not to go.
Every day when you get out of bed, life's standing right there to kick you in the fucking face, man. Life is gonna throw all kinds of crazy shit at you, right? And you have to be ready for it, and you gotta fucking deal with it. You can't curl up into a ball, you can't run away from it, you can't hide. You have to take all this shit head on.
But is life easy for anyone? You're gonna deal with crap. You're gonna deal with disappointment. You're gonna have things go sideways. If you are, you might as well go all in on the person you wanna be, the love that you want, the parent you want, the freedom you want, the control you want, the money you want, the business you want. So this is my call to you today. Don't quit.
The world is there for the taking for anyone who can learn from their mistakes, do what they say they were going to do, and stick with it. What used to make a man acceptable now makes you extraordinary. The bar for winning has never been so low.
If you think about the difference between winners and losers, winners define themselves by what they made happen, and losers define themselves by what happened to them.
I guarantee you, when you line up in your one-on-one battles, you want what all other men want. The same way you want the victory, they want the victory. He said, but when the pressure hits, when the opposition hits, when the challenge hits, when the pain creeps in, when the uncertainty creeps in, when the cuts, when the scars, when the bruises come, he said, but when the opposition and adversity shows up, I just wanted a little bit more than they wanted. And so that's how I conquer, and that's how nobody has ever beaten me yet.
You could either do the work today to become your highest version tomorrow, or tomorrow you can feel a lifelong of regret. The people who know that they were meant for more and didn't go for more end up with a lifelong state of regret.
People get into a cycle where they can't get out of that. You know, they end up neglecting themselves and neglecting their career or their fitness or their health or their mind or their sanity or their own dreams because they are worried about like maintaining the balance. Bro, balance is a fake thing. It's not real. And by the way, the last time I checked, there's no fucking award for balance. No one comes and writes you a check for how balanced you are. No one comes and builds you a house for how balanced you are. No one comes and gives you a nice life for how balanced you are. That's not what the fucking game is. The game is, are you effective? Are you skilled? Do you produce results? That's the game. So we could talk about balance and it sounds nice, but the reality is to actually win in real life, balance has to be a second or third thought on the plate behind being effective and producing results and building ourselves into the best possible us.
Bro, how bad do you want it? What's driving you? How much pain can you take anymore, bro? Like, I couldn't take any more of the fucking pain. It literally, it fucking ached so bad. Going to this bullshit job every day, seeing my parents work their ass off, cleaning after people. Like, there's so much more to why people end up as successful as they do than you currently understand. But I promise you, bro, you have so much fucking potential. If you literally just took it and put it in one place, you could literally change your life.
We're not on this stage just because of talent or ability. We're up here because of 4 a.m. We're up here because we had a dream and let nothing stand in our way. If anything tried to bring us down, we used it to make us stronger. We were never satisfied, never finished, will never be retired. Rest at the end, not in the middle. I believe there's time for resting at the end, but for me, that time is not now. My next dream is to be honored one day for inspiring the next generation of athletes to have a dream, sacrifice for it, and never ever rest in the middle.
If you're gonna do it, do it. Say what you can do what you say. If you can't do it, don't say you can do it. Don't over leverage yourself. Don't over leverage a decision and then jump in and kind of dip a toe. I think I'll try it out. No, think if you're gonna try it out beforehand, but when it's time to go, dive. Finish it, find out, come out the other side. Don't leave it and go, ooh, if I just would. That keeps me up at night. I think it keeps a lot of us up at night. When you half-ass something and you just don't know whether you failed or succeeded, got what you want or didn't get what you want, finding out and looking in the mirror and going, I didn't half-ass it, I went all the way, I found out, and that ain't for me. Or I found out, and you damn right that is for me. That's a great place to get to.
A lot of times we have this desire to point the blame finger externally, but wherever you point the finger of blame, power follows. And so whoever I blame for the life I have is the person who I give all the power over my existence, over my circumstances. And so it hurts, but if you turn the finger inwards and you start saying, I don't like my life. The person that I need to punish or get back at is the real person who got me here, which is me. And so you may be right that other people did certain things or you got dealt a bad hand. It also doesn't matter because the only thing that you can't control is obviously the actions that you take. And the only person who's in control of that is you.
You know, people need to have purpose to get up. They need purpose to perform. You need to get to a point in your life where there's nothing on the docket. There is no 5K, there's no I'm gonna get into school to be this or that, and still perform to the highest level. Because what people don't get is one day that thing's gonna come up. And if you're not constantly performing without purpose, you're not gonna be ready when the time comes. The purpose is always there. The purpose never leaves us because the very purpose is you. You are always the purpose.
It's up to the individual to allow the dreariness to set inside,
Do we worry about external factors, or do we worry about what's inside of ourselves? Those two different things are the two measures of confidence, positive and negative confidence. And negative confidence is the egocentric person. Bases all their performance trying to achieve third parties' agreeability, their likeness, their thumbs up, because we value their opinion. Those kind of people allow this mood and the weather and everything that's set in to dictate their performance of the day. There's also another side, the positive side of confidence, starts from within. It's called pride. That doesn't value rain, sun, if there's someone in the corner looking at them, if it's 5 in the morning, 5 in the afternoon, that pride is always awake, always turning, always burning for the ideology of greatness to be matured into reality.
If your potential were completely unlimited, what kind of a life would you want to create for yourself and your family? Practice back from the future thinking. This is a powerful technique practiced continually by high-performing men and women. This way of thinking has an amazing effect on your mind and then on your behavior. And here's how it works. Project yourself forward 5 years. Imagine that 5 years have passed and that your life is now perfect in every respect. What does it look like? What are you doing? Where are you working? How much money are you earning? How much do you have in the bank? What kind of a lifestyle are you enjoying? Create a vision for yourself for the long-term future. The more clear your vision is of health and happiness and prosperity, the faster you move toward it and the faster it moves toward you.
When I was overweight and unhealthy, and I'd look at people on Instagram and be like, yep, genetics, whatever. Yep, he's on steroids. I can't look like that. I've got a business to run. You'd dismiss everything, but it's not. And once you start doing it yourself and you see those little gains and you get into it, then you can really change. One step at a time. Whether it's 10,000 steps or doing even a 20-minute workout, that's all people need to do to change. Because you'll start seeing results regardless of what position you're in right now. If you can just keep increasing incrementally what you're doing in terms of fitness or your business or however your sleep, whatever it is that you feel is not right, you'll see the change over time. It comes, and it takes a long time. It takes a really long time, but it happens.
And the only way to see who the baddest motherfucker is to suffer. You can't do it by writing a paper. So let's go, because why? What I found out through my life was I thought of myself as some weak little bitch kid. And what I found out, and the only message I want to get across to people is, once you change one thing, your mindset, you can attack everything.
You do what you are. You're born with a gift. If not that, then you get good at something along the way. And what you're good at, you don't take for granted. You don't betray it.
What if you do betray your gift?
Then you betray yourself.
Whenever I get to a low point where I think, why do I even bother? I just remind myself, this is where most people stop, and this is why they don't win. And this relates to another one, which is a reminder for the gladiators in the arena who feel beat up and scarred with no hope in sight. Building a business is hard. Hard feels shitty. This is what hard feels like. And this is why most people can't do it, but you can.
That suffering is 10x to 1x of growth. And when I look at it that way, I realize, well, shoot, man, I don't necessarily want to suffer. I want growth. If I'm only going to get 1x of growth when I do something difficult, do I want to suffer or do I want to be in discomfort? Well, all suffering really is discomfort with amplified by resistance equals suffering. And so if we could just do something that makes us uncomfortable, and we could strip away the resistance of fear, of the negative conversation, of having that inner critic talking to you about the limiting beliefs like, hey, you can't do this, the last time you tried this, you failed, then all of a sudden you take away the fear factor of suffering. And now you get a 1-to-1 ratio. See, when it's discomfort and growth, it's a 1-to-1 ratio.
If you turn around and you confront the suffering voluntarily, you find out that you are way tougher than you think. It's not that life is better than you think. Life is as harsh as you think. It might even be worse, but you are way tougher than you think if you turn around and confront it. And so then what you discover is that there's a spirit within you that can pursue something meaningful, that has the resilience and the strength to contend properly with the catastrophe of existence without becoming bitter.
If it wasn't you stepping out, everybody else that has to try and step out into this new life faces this same thing too. Every single person does. That's why most people don't do it.
Yeah.
Like, this is what hard feels like, and this is why most people don't win. So continuing to push through and almost seeing that level of discomfort as a signal, it's like a way marker that's been planted in the ground. Yes, more this way. Because if it was all just super easy, well, how are you going to get anything different to what everybody else has got if you do the same thing that everybody else does? And one of the best selectors for people not doing a thing is discomfort. So the route that has a lot of discomfort down it, usually on the other side of that, ends up with something which is valuable.
Try to flip it upside down and say, okay, I'm suffering tremendously, mentally. Use this to your advantage versus your disadvantage. So that's what I did. Versus looking at it as like, oh my God, woe is me, I'm never gonna get out of here. I looked at it as, okay, hang on a second. If I can overcome this, if I can find some power in this, some way to get through this, that right there will be the fuel for the rest of my life. And so I found great strength in suffering. Great strength in it because why? Through all of that, it started to callous my mind over the victim's mentality.
You have to make mistakes. You've been there, you feel it, you understand what it is, and then you have that time to adjust. That's why losing in life is so important. Whether it's getting dumped, getting fired, losing a game, loss, those feelings where things didn't work out your way, that's important because it lets you know this is the bad feeling that comes when it goes wrong, and you improve, and then it makes the good feelings of victory all the better.
When you've trained for something, you now know what's in store. Suffering is a byproduct of the unknown. And that's why we will project out into the future and go, what if, right? So imagine like if you're like, hey, I'm just gonna go, I've never run a marathon, I'm gonna go register for a marathon and start, not train for it. And when the gun goes off, I'm gonna start running. Well, you're probably gonna be suffering. One, because you're deconditioned to it, right? And so you're not gonna learn any big lessons about yourself because suffering does introduce a man, or discomfort does introduce a man or a woman to their highest self. I call it the other room. Like in your head, in everybody's head, like there's this other place that you can go to. You may have been there before. And this other room, this other place, you get to meet your other self.
Life is suffering. This is true. And it's worse than that because it's suffering contaminated by malevolence. That's the baseline. And so that's very pessimistic. But the optimistic part is that you are so damn tough, you can actually not only deal with that, you can improve it. It's like, well, that's a horrible situation, but it turns out that I'm armed for the task. Well, that's a great thing for people to know. And I think the fact that we're armed for the task is even more true than the fact that life is catastrophe contaminated by malevolence. We're stronger than things are terrible. And things are pretty terrible. So that means we're pretty damn strong. Yes, it's a very good thing to know. And it's not naive optimism. It's a very different thing. It's like, no, things are terrible. They're brutal. And you are so damn tough, you can't believe it.
A lot of us out here are pushing real hard, but we're afraid to go to that dark side. In your mind, when you push real hard, you have this door in your mind. And a lot of us don't want to open that door. Because once you open that door, you're in a tunnel. And it's a dark ass tunnel. And you can't see shit. But there's one thing about being in dark places. If you have the courage to stay in there long enough, your eyes will start to adjust to the darkness. Your body and mind will always adjust to more suffering, to more pain. If you want to push harder, know this. Your mind quits way before your body does. So you have to be willing to go way into that darkness and find more of yourself. Stay hard.
It's necessary if you're going to compete today that you look for ways to amaze your customers by being one of those individuals that keep your commitments, that keep your word, that's relentless. It's necessary as you work with the people that you bring into your organization that they see that you are a good example of a person to work with because you model integrity and determination and ambition and truth and honesty and the way in which you conduct business. The next step is that is you. That is you. That no one can do it for you but you.
And even though you face disappointments, even though you will experience some setbacks, it goes with the territory. You must understand that.
God is processing you. He ain't through with you. If he was through with you, you would not wake up in the morning. I look back on my life at all that I've been through. So the stuff I'm currently going through, I have built up enough reservoir that living in the car taught me that this ain't it. So the things I'm going through now, I know this ain't it.
I've been suffering all my life.
I'm sorry. It's not enough. You know what it's like to be poor, and you know what it's like to work hard. Now you're gonna learn what it's like to sweep floors and bust your ass and accomplish twice as much as all the kids around you. And it won't mean anything because they will still look down on you. I'm sorry, Malcolm, but you don't get the easy path. You don't get to just have fun and be rich and live the life of luxury.
One of the things you gotta understand, my friend, is that you're supposed to fail. You're supposed to fucking fail, because failure is the stepping stone to success. It's not just cliche. You know, that sounds fucking nice. You put it in a Hallmark card. Fuck that poetic shit. You need the logical reason why. Because failure is an experience that lends to wisdom that ultimately makes you a stronger version of yourself. Right now you want to play basketball. Well, it's not in the cards for you, but you know what you discovered? How to be committed, how to be disciplined, how to deny the self so that you can move forward in the direction of your dreams. You've won in that regard.
The reason I know so much about winning is because I've had to deal with so much losing. Everybody wants to win, but in order to know how to win, you gotta know how to lose, because you're gonna lose more than you're gonna win. But every time you lose, what do you gain from it? So every time I've lost, people say you gotta jump right back up, get back right on your feet again. And I disagree with that. After you lose, or when you get knocked down, stay down there for a minute. Understand why you lost. What were the reasons? Why are you down here? Why did you lose? Why did you get knocked down? Because if you just jump right back up, you're gonna lose again and again, and you continue gonna lose the same way.
The failure is just a signpost that you're going in the wrong direction. Do you understand? Another one of these cliches or cliche stories is about Thomas Edison, right? When a reporter asked him, what is it? How did you feel about failing 1,000 times? And he said, no, I didn't fail 1,000 times. I just found 1,000 different ways that it wasn't gonna work. And that's what's happening with you. But every time he found a way that didn't work, he was adding to his journey. He was growing stronger. He learned something. He discovered something. You are discovering something about yourself, and you're exercising your character every time you get up and try something, move in the direction of something, even if you don't get the fucking thing. It's not about the thing. It's not about making the basketball team. It's not about making $1 million, and it's not about the light bulb. It's about what you learn along the way, who you become along the way. It's that fucking journey, and you're on the journey, and guess what? The journey's hard. The journey is riddled with failure, and that's why most people don't do it.
How did I stand up again? I was more confident. Lost again, stood up. I was more resilient. Now you start putting the pieces that are necessary to win over and over and over again. So if you lose and you jump right back up and you haven't really changed, really changed from that loss, you're never going to learn from it, and you're never going to really, truly know the unforgiving race to greatness, because that's part of the unforgiving part, is the losing part. That part is unforgiving.
95% of who we are by the time we're 35 years old is a memorized set of behaviors, emotional reactions, unconscious habits, hardwired attitudes, beliefs, and perceptions that function like a computer program. So then a person can say with their 5% of their conscious mind, I want to be healthy, I want to be happy, I want to be free. But the body's on a whole different program. So then how do you begin to make those changes? Well, you have to get beyond the analytical mind, because what separates the conscious mind from the subconscious mind is the analytical mind.
But free your mind. They don't understand what it means. It's hard to comprehend what it means to have your mind not be free. It's a little harder to comprehend that. When I say your mind is not free, it's a little bit easier. But to say like, oh, free mind versus what? Slave mind?
Yeah, trapped mind.
Yeah, trapped mind, something like that. It's hard to truly comprehend what that means, even at a surface level.
Yeah.
So I've started saying open your mind more, but it's the same thing. When I wrote this book, free your mind. That's what I meant. Open your mind up. Be able to comprehend, be able to see, be able to understand more. That's what our goal is. Discipline your body, free your mind. Get up early and go. Get after it, and you will become the person you want to be. And you become that person through one small decision at a time.
That you are in charge of your choices. No one else is in charge of your choices. You control your choices, your effort, and your attitude in life. Those are the three things that you can control without doubt. Everything else around you can go wrong, but you can control your choices, your effort, and your attitude. Love up your family. And if you can learn these lessons, these lessons so early on in life before it's too late, then you can go and infect others